Alright, hey everyone! Whether you're watching this on YouTube or what have you, we are starting officially live. So, hey everyone! I am Lady B and we are broadcasting live from the Gold Coast. So we're in my home here in the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia, and I just want to say hello to everyone and welcome to my Luna, my online Stripper Like Confidence and Sensuality session. So we're going to go over a few ground rules with this and then get into it. I will go basically over the ground rules. I'll go over who I am a bit for those who don't have any idea about who the hell I am. And we'll get this sensuality session started. And hopefully this will be the first of many. Alright. I'll just sit back, relax, and wait for a few people to join us if you want to. And the music is courtesy of Foxtel Channel 830 MTV Dance. So yeah, fancy stuff this. So as you can see, you don't need a lot, you just need yourself. Just feel comfortable. I'm going to be doing it in bare feet. You know, and we'll go ahead. All right. So basically, the ground rules is 1, clothes are staying on. No nudity. So for those who are hoping for a little bit of wham bam, thank you, ma'am. No. The clothes are staying on. This is about sensuality. So this is about being present in the moment and about our bodies. Alright, second rule, have some fun. You don't have to be perfect with this. Seriously, it's about just trying it out, have some fun. It's not meant to be perfect. Adjust it to your body and the way you do things. And third big one is disclaimer. Please, of course, the relevant professionals to make sure you're in a position to do some of these moves. So health professionals, chiropractors, you know, physios or what have you. I do not want you hurting yourself. Please only do this within your own limits. Don't try and exert yourself too far. So once again, hi everyone, I am Lady B and this is the online Luna sensuality session, so I can show you a bit about what I'm about, and if you would like to know more or would like to actually have a one-on-one online or in person here in my home, or I can come to you within Southeast Queensland, then get in touch with me, of course. So, what's stripper-like confidence? Why have I chosen this? Who am I? What, where, when, why? Alright. First, Lady B is not my real name, of course. My real name's Vanessa, and so you can call me Lady B or Vanessa. Every now and again, you may see a kitty cat in shot. Her name is Marnie. So, hello Marnie. She might meow every now and again. So yes, I am a pet parent to Marnie, and actually a dog named Gary too. So hopefully we can share that in common. So you don't. Yeah, this is for anyone who wants to join it. And what else am I? I've got plenty of dancing experience. Stripper-like confidence is because yes, I used to be a stripper formerly in the profession, and did it for like 8 years, from 2001 to about 2007, 8-ish. And I didn't just stay in the strip clubs. I also did competitions, so I've won some awards. I have done private parties, you know, bucks parties, hens parties, all sorts of things. So I know what I'm talking about in regards to that sort of stuff. And it also comes from the fact that hopefully from doing this, and if you'd like to do a bit more of the full-on stuff, or what I call the full-on stuff, there's 3 levels. There's the sensuality aspect, which we'll go over online here. And then there's the second level, which is seductive. And then there's the really raunchy sexual triple X sort of stuff if you want to get into it. But that's only if you want to. The seductive stuff is a bit more stripper-like. And this is the sensuality aspect. And I have also 20 years dancing experience in all sorts of genres. So ballet dancing, burlesque, ballroom, various ballroom, let's see, ballet, jazz, did tap for a little bit there too. Yeah. So I am a dancer from way back, like to when I was a little small. And yes, what else do I need to cover? Why am I doing this? Well, because honestly, I have this confidence. I don't see it as a taboo. I enjoy it, I love it, and I'm just sharing this with the world. This is my thing, and I'm hoping you'll come and join me and enjoy as well. And the biggest thing, actually, is what to give to people from this is that you don't have to do pole dancing to do sensual dancing. You don't have to do burlesque to do sensual dancing. This is actually an amalgamation, a morphing, a sculpting of a whole different styles. This is a bit of ballet, a bit of burlesque, a bit of ballet dancing, and a bit of ballroom. So all that, and you get what I'm about to present. So something very unique. You don't need any, I'm trying to empower women specifically to show them that they don't need anything except themselves and their bodies. And you can do it at home or in any environment, these moves. You can put them together, you can use them separately or together, what have you. Eventually, if Google will allow me, I'll probably do a lap dance thing, but no. If you want to learn how to lap dance once again, get in touch with me and we'll talk. So, just hopefully that's a bit about me, you learned a bit about me, you like me, and you want to keep going with me today. So I'll just wait around for a little bit and before we join in and get started, sort of thing. And 1, 2, 3, everyone tell Marnie to shush. Marnie, shush. Shush. She wants to go outside, and I'm not letting her outside because she's an inside kitty, and going outside's bad for cats. So anyway, we might as well get started. Hey, all right. So we're going to definitely find yourself at least a little bit of room, enough to spread your arms and legs out, all sorts of ways. So got plenty of room. Woo! All right. So boys and girls, hopefully more girls than boys. Let's get started. So we're going to start with this, the hips. This is from belly dancing, this is from burlesque, this is from a lot of things. The hips, doing a hip circle, freeing our hips up is the basis. We need this movement. You need this movement. You need to free your hips up. If you can free them up a little, even just a little, to isolate them. So isolate. If you can isolate, that's awesome. If you can't, if you find yourself like going all sorts of which ways, like I said, we're trying to do to your body, feel your body, be in it. So before we go there, make sure you're not locking them in tight, you're loose. And also posture-wise, bad, good. This is a basic ballet thing. Ballet, bad, tuck it in, tuck it in. It also helps engage your core. So there's a bit of core work happening here. So loose, shoulder width for me. The loose shoulder width. Remember, tuck it in, engage your core, and we're just going to stand here for a moment. This is going to sound silly, but it's about getting out of our head. Forget about what's happening. Look, Marnie is meowing and she's annoying the shit out of me, but who cares? Sensuality is about being in our body, being ourselves, just get in our body. So however you want to do that. For me, I'm a very sensual person. So doing that is actually breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, hell yeah. It's a case of, so in, count to 2, and out. And then in, hold 2, out. That's pretty much the breathing. Because breathing, we do small, shallow breaths when we're stressed. We don't even notice. See, that's the whole point. Half the day, we don't even know if we're actually breathing or not. How many times do you actually feel yourself doing that? How many times do you actually feel yourself taking a breath in? So once again, be present in your body, in your cells, be present to the present, and basically, so remember in, 2, and out, 2. So, ready? Also, remember, keep these relaxed, but we'll get into that shortly. We're just trying to be present right now. Okay, relax, jiggle the legs about a bit, feel fun. Alright, ready? Backstroke. We're just trying to free up our shoulders because we can get very stressed. So this next move is a bit of a Tai Chi move. Just let your arms basically dangle them down, and just let it turn, and they'll go like that. So once again, engage your core, in, legs loose, and just turn. Your arms will follow. This is really good to help relax you too. And then, of course, and just do that if we're just trying to relax ourselves. Okay, and now our necks. Right, ready? Okay, none of this business, keep it down. And the other side. Then chin is going to follow around. Just do that for a little bit. Ignore money. Alright, so we're feeling a bit relaxed. Seriously, just do this. Now, if this is serious, we just help relax you. Just dancing in the spot. We're trying to get our feet moving and our legs moving and ourselves moving. So you don't have to do this perfect, just even if it's just like walking in the spot. Just move around a bit. We're just getting ourselves moved up and warm. Have a little fun, like I say. Remember the rules. When no nudity, have fun. All right. All right. I think we're all very much. We're in a good mood. We're in a good mood. Yay! Like I said. All right. Back to the hip circles. Shoulder length apart. Relax it. Engage. Pull. Put the posture. Get good posture. Remember. Bad. Stick it in. Stick it in. And then shoulder width apart. So it's going to look weird on the side. But if you do that, it should be like, as you can see, generally a straight back there. But that's okay. Okay. So we're just doing shoulder width apart because we're only going to do small hip circles for now. So get your hip, point it out that way. Get your hip, point it out that way. Ready? We're just going, and you'll notice when you do that, your leg will bend a bit more, this one will go a little straight. But that is not locked. When you do that, don't lock that knee. Don't lock it. You're pointing your hip that way. Bending that leg. Do not lock it, just let it relax. Alright? And just alternate. Alright, so because now we're going to go, you got that? We go, because you're using your hip actually to point that way. You should lead with the hip. Lead with the hip. It's less about the legs and more about the hip here. How's that feel? Do you feel a stretch? Feels good, doesn't it? Alright. Now we're just going to go forward and back. Now when you go back, that goes, you can go back as in like that and do right back and then forward and back. And when you do back, make sure you're going to try and keep your back straight. A good way to do that is like I'm doing, with keeping your arms out like that. Make sure your back is straight. Don't lock your knees in. Back, good. And then, because hopefully you're going with your, right? I like to lead with my arms like that so you keep balance. But if you can't, you can hold. If you need to have something nearby to hold on to help, go for it. Even do that to help with your back. Then, if you can't, you don't feel good about doing that, just as long as you feel your back being straight. So, front and back. Seesaw that way. Alright, so we've gone that way, it's done the seesaw. Now, we do an actual hip circle sort of thing. So remember, loose legs, and you're incorporating all that. So that, you go forward, and it's all about here, right? And go slow. Please go slow, because this is about feeling it. Put your hands there. So you can feel it, feel all the muscles, see how your body's moving, and how marvelous that is. It's awesome, isn't it? Now go the other way. If you're having troubles with your hip circle, if you need to go smaller, do so. Do not, like I said, what was the third rule? Do within your body parameters. I do not want you hurting yourself. Maybe consult whichever healthcare professional you need to consult to be able to do this. But, sorry, going that way, aren't we? Yes. Just go slow, because sensuality isn't just about being all fast. Go like this. Alright. If you try and go faster, for those who can isolate, or you want to try isolating, here we go. Ready? This is what it looks like. See how my top half is staying still? I'll do it sideways. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. If you can't isolate, that's okay, but try to. This is the whole point, is isolate your hips. Now, if you want to, you can put some arms in that. That's like a belly dancing thing. Have fun with this. You don't have to use arms. If you're not comfortable doing that, just remember hips. Hips, we're only doing small ones. Other way, always make sure you even it out. You're going to find you naturally go one way or the other. For me, it's that way. For me, naturally go that way. But always balance it out. Alright, so we've done hip circles, small ones, the bigger ones. Are bigger. But to be honest, that just helps stretches everything out. It's the small ones you want to be able to do because you want to be able to walk with them. Alright, so we're good with hip circles. Alright, ready? Hip circle. Now, here's where it's really tricky. You can go half, half, or half, half. You probably can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm going half, half, or half, half. So we'll do that front on so you can see what I'm all about. Alright, so our hips are definitely loosened up now. So the next part is to add arms to that. Can you? If that's a bit difficult, just keep going with it until it feels a bit more natural. Do what's your thing until you can go to the next step, the next step, next step. Remember rule number 3. So, we'll put, okay, so we've got hip circles. So when you, okay, we'll start in the center and we'll start, if you can see this, we'll start with the hands on top. And when we go out, we bring them around. That feels a bit wonky to you. If you want to just flow your arms. Kind of like belly dancing. Have fun with this. Even if it's just like you're just doing this. Even if you're just doing that and you're just going side to side. Hip circles. See? Foundation for a lot of things. Alright, so we've done that. Get on with that. Next. Legs. Next are our legs. We're going to do a walk. So I'm going to stand backwards and basically pull your foot through like that. I'll do it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see. Alright, maybe not. Okay, so start like this, bring it through, point, put it down, drag it, point it. Now if you don't know how to do that, you can hold on to something if you want to, but I want you to get used to doing a ballet point. That's a ballet point. Like I said, there's a bit of ballet in this. So that's flexing, that's pointing. Flexing, pointing. So that's normal, that's pointing. That's normal, that's pointing. Just get used to pointing. So from now, because I want you to get used to pointing, whichever which way, go with it. Just go with it. I just want you to get used to pointing. Mix it up, do whatever you want. Just point your feet, get used to that sensation of pointing. Basically, your big toe is one of the leading. It's the only big touch in the floor when you point. So, anyway, so like I was saying, we're supposed to be having some fun here. Okay, so this next movement is called alley cat. It's got a name. It's called the alley cat. It's a walk, and like I said, we start with our foot pointed, bring it through, point it out, and step. The other one, point, bring it through, and yes, dragging your big toe through, point it out, step. Drag it through, point it out, step. It feels weird when we have to break it down like this, but when you do it natural, when you do it a bit more fast, it'll look like this. Alright, I'll do it, show you. Ready? Woo! Go there. That's what it looks like when we do the whole thing. But remember, you're pointing it through and stepping. Pointing it through, stepping. Pointing it through, stepping. We're not bringing our feet up. We're dragging. We're dragging our foot. And when you do, try. We've just done the hip circles, so we've freed up our hips, yes? So now, basically, when you do it, try and kick your hip out. When you do it. Get into it. This is all about the lower body, the lower body. So, if you want to put a hip into it, it's the leg that's straight. So, basically, like, if you feel like you're going to fall over, oh good, just go with it. We're not meant to be thinking about too much here, okay? Not meant to be thinking about too much. So anyway, I'm going to actually call this session to a close very shortly. You've just received two, so alley cat and hip circles. As you can see, you can very much do the hip circles. Always try and do the hip circles. It's a case of here. On the phone, got your phone out. No one's going to see you. Waiting at the bus stop. Do a little bit of hip circles. Makes life a little bit interesting. And not just that, because you'll free up your hips. And then you can not walk around like you've got a stick in your ass, which a lot of people do. They do. When I see them walk, it's like, free it up a bit. You know? And with the alley cat, feel free to do that around your house or down the street. No one's going to know. It's like, yeah, baby, yeah, I'm an alley catty. So I'm going to call it to a close here at the moment. If you have any questions, contact me and basically have some fun with this. Sexuality is meant to be fun. It's not all serious. It's not, as you can see, always about sex. Sexuality is about the senses. It's about being in our bodies, present in our bodies, and using what we've got, you know. So hopefully I'll see you in another sexuality session, and we'll go a bit more. We'll go over it. I will always go over the basics like hip circles. I may not always say the alley cat, but I'll probably definitely always include hip circles because it's such a foundational aspect to what we're doing. And yeah, if you want to have a chat, give me a call. It's not just a chat, it's actually like an actual consultation as such, like for 15 minutes to get to know each other and see if I can be of assistance. And those who are coming to the Gold Coast, on the Gold Coast, or what have you, I have a special thing. Yes, I do. I have a special thing to offer you. It's called a strip club field trip for women. It's for women. I do have a version for couples and shy guys, but that you'll have to approach me on. It's different prices and everything. However, if you're a woman and you are curious at all about strip clubs, or you're just a woman who's been to strip clubs and wants to know how to actually have a really good time and use this strip club as a really safe environment to party and stuff like that, come along even, you know, but Yes, strip club field trips for women. 4 women max per trip. So 5 including myself, and I'll share some of my stories of all the clubs, because I've danced in all the Gold Coast clubs, and hopefully we'll have a good time. And that's what it's about. It's having a good time. Sensuality is having a good time. Otherwise, another free, something that's free is if you go to my website and hook up with me via Facebook, ask me to add you to my Strip Light Confidence group, because I have 7, that's 5, 6, 7, I have 7 secrets. 7 secrets to a sensual life, to Strip Light Confidence, to in life, in business. It can be used in all sorts of ways. So once again, thank you for having me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers! So now, just have a dance around.